we bring some unfortunate news that another Disney XD show has left the dust, and it is the Ghost and Moly McGee. Now, the Ghost and Moly McGee, made a few years ago. Shortly after the Owl House. Basically, a ghost named Scratch encounters Molly McGee, young teenage girl who is whose dad is Caucasian, and her mom is Thai. And unlike Amphibia, there is no speaking of of any Thai language except for the episodes with the relatives. So unfortunately, the show has ended just this week on Monday. So, and with only 2 seasons, and compared to some other Disney shows that also had up to 4 seasons, and then they ended it there. But probably the largest being currently Star versus the Forces of Evil, which is basically a star butterfly who lived in the magical universe of Muni, who becomes of age and teenage, and she is granted her magic wand, but she doesn't know how to control it, and she gets sent to Earth and meeting up with Marco Diaz, a Latino American family, and then there's a whole bunch of adventures together with creatures and from magical creatures to evil creatures to all the show was decently written. It was too focused on shipping and Marco dating this character, Star versing this character, and so literally these characters were literally dating each other, and it was mostly focused on that, and so it was basically known as the shipping show. So, the, but that show had 4 seasons, and although they could have focused on more of a happy ending, more storylines, and then drop a happy ending. No, DuckTales, the remake, 30 years later after the original. And this time that they have like some changes here and there, and but they're actually pretty good. Some changes, such as they actually introduce Huey, Dewey, and Louie's mom, Della, Donald's sister, and they explain why you might have you didn't see Della in the original one made in 1987. And Della being the exact opposite of Donald. And she barely has any speaking roles, but in season one of, but she is recognized, and she tries to go back home from the moon, where she meets these moon citizens. And then yeah, she has more appearances in season two, but and she's mainly in season three, supporting her eldest Huey. But unfortunately, there wasn't enough screen time for her, and also the VA Paget Brewster, nice lady. Though that show really deserved to get more attention. So the Owl House, they also debuted in 2020, pre-COVID, and which was basically it is Latina American girl Luz Nocida, who's basically she had like ADHD, and she's different from her classmates, and her mom she her mom thinks that she just saying that sending her to summer camp will to will help fix her, and when it actually and throws away her favorite book, which was actually given her by her late dad, which and then she comes across this world where actually these magical creatures are actually real, and then she becomes friends with her witch mentor, Ida Clawthorne, and also King, who's and then she also makes friends Willow, and Gus, and also through the LGBT, the lesbian relationship with Amity Wright, who was a school bully, but changed after seeing the good side and understanding what she did to Willow. So, and there were some also other characters who also were kind of like minor characters that also has showed some had the screen time and that had made the story go on, but unfortunately, also in season two, Hunter did introduce which would related to the villain of the show, Philip, who turned into the evil named Bellows, and who wants to take over all the magic and all these characters from all these major characters, plus these minor characters that we didn't really see much in the show. Maybe some in the season one, season two, and some in season three. They they come all together to fight against Philip and defeat him and. But since there were some characters who were LGBTQ, not just the main character Lou's dating Amity as a lesbian couple, but also there was also Rain, who is Ida's love interest. So it's a guy, but who plays the violin or viola. Is confirmed as a non-binary and because of that and some people in toxic fan base are really pushing these shipping of these characters together. And if you disagree, they will slander you and bully you. So, because of the LGBT part, originally because of that in season two, that's why the show didn't do too well. And Dana Terrace, who is the creator of the Owl House, yeah, that's why she kind of had a thing against Disney's plan to just, which you will see in a lot of Disney movies where they do a lot of race swapping or throw LGBTQ in TV shows and movies. So that's why the third season only had like 3 episodes, but they were like 40 to 45 minutes long. So Amphibia, which was actually written by Matt Braley, who is Thai American, though he's from Thailand, and then the actual main character is voiced by Brenda Song, who is Thai American, but she is born in the States, but that's only different. But she does know how to speak the Thai language. Well, mostly people know her for London Tipton from the Suit the Life of Zach Akingoli. Which basically is basically the show is Anne Boom Sasha and Marcy and they uh, they come across this magical box and that open the portal and they send it in they send the girls in the three different locations and gets sent into this the part of Amphibia where it is inhabited by frogs. Sasha gets sent to a part of the Amphibia where there's inhabited by toads, and Marcy gets sent to the part of Amphibia where inhabited by newts. And literally, the Amphibia looks like a lily pad or Pac-Man, as some people have pointed out. Now there was actual some actual Thai words spoken in the TV shows, though more than the Owl House had some Spanish. And there was also some Thai food mentioned in it, so there was a more of like a Thai Thailand representation, which was a nice move by Matt Fraley. And then while there was also there were like friendships and trust, more focused on that. So that was like a more like an enjoyable show. But while there was like some ships, somewhere in some spots, like Sprig and Ivy, the two frog characters. And and then the ending of that show was kind of very emotional. They compared to the Owl House, where the world are connected, where humans can get visit the Boiling Isles and vice versa. While in Amphibia, they never really get to see each other unless if they find a way. Gravity Falls, which is created by the crazy mind of the Alice Hirsch, and also his sister Ariel Hirsch, who had some play into it. Basically, two twins, different Mabel, who basically live in a city of somewhere in LA or California, and they get sent to Gravity Falls, Oregon, to visit their uncle Stan and his brother Ford, and they also meet Wendy, who who lived there, and it becomes a best friend. Also, Robbie, who is kind of like a bully. And also Mabel makes some friends, Grenda and Candy. And they fight the villain, Bill Cipher, who can literally twist someone's inside out. And that was the most probably the most gruesome show next to since he was colleagues with Dan the Terrorist, who they used to date, and they worked on each other's shows. And and there's also the introduction of a rich character, the Northwest family, which claimed they founded the town of Gravity Falls, but that happened to be fake, and then the daughter, Pacific Northwest, even though she did kind of detest Mabel, she becomes friends with her, and she didn't like the at first, but she slash George, and later out of the second season, you would see her that she would recover whatever. When she was hugging him, she was blushing, and she didn't want to show her feelings. And at the final episode, which we do see the visit next summer card given by Wendy to signed by everybody. You also see how they autograph and see what they write in their gift card to different Mabel as they leave Gravity Falls and go back to California or whatever wherever they live. But that show had a lot of content in season 1 and season 2, so compared to some other shows, and currently there's a show called Hailey's on it that released just last year, where it's a West Coast girl named where the lead character Hailey Banks. She has to. She's given this list of things that she has to do by this future professor, and one of them is kissing her best friend Scott Donago, and Hailey Banks. Yeah, Hailey Banks. She is voiced by none other than Chloe Ollie who is the VA of Moana. Yeah, same. Yeah, same gal. And since the show Chloe a little travel Hailey's on it, so apparently they worked on like season 1, so based. And apparently there has been an LGBTQ relationship thrown in there, so some people might not be wanting to watch that. But there is a Amphibia reference where Scott acts like Sprig Plantar from Amphibia. Because of Rebecca Sugar, she also worked on that show, so she has they have connections. And they're currently working on their second season, but we're worried about Hailey Dawn. It's fate, just like what happened to the Ghost and Moly McGee, and even though the Ghost and Moly McGee has some they had some lengthy episodes, just like all the other shows that did, and they were like enjoyable, and we could have a good laugh, and like yeah, don't do that, like yeah, that looks disgusting, like why did they even bother and add that, that kind of thing. But yeah, but they did it, and unfortunately, Disney, the CEO Bob Iger is not making some good decisions on how long some shows should be running, because unfortunately the Ghost and Moly McGee was a pretty decent show, and yeah, just because, just like we had an emotional goodbye to Gravity Falls, the Owl House, Amphibia. We're going to do the same for the Ghost and Molly McGee, and we just want Hailey's on it to have. Please give them at least a third season, or like maybe a fourth, just like you did with Star versus the Forces of Evil, because of Hailey. Hailey Banks, her character that seems very interesting, and also I think having a third season and ending it off like that seems like a kind of like a good idea. So have that final kiss, and save the universe, and but unfortunately, how they're really doing things that right now, unfortunately, how we might see it is Haley's on it might go the same direction as the Ghost of Molly McGee, and also Gravity Falls with only 2 seasons. Yeah, at least give them one more, and then call it quits. And then we'll see a new show. Because they're literally making more Phineas and Ferb episodes as continuous. The characters are kind of older, but they're still doing the same thing. The 104 days of the summer big vacation. Yeah, that show. And it's hard to compete against Dan Povenmire when it comes to content like him, because Phineas and Ferb is the biggest animated show on Disney XD. Overall, you gotta admit it. but hopefully Hailey and Lonnet does not get killed off, and hopefully there will be some continuous the Ghost of Molly McGee, even without Scratch, maybe bring him back for been a bit, like sort of different. Because I think that would be at least worthy, and they could do like at least 1 or 2 seasons, and also end it there. So goodbye, the Ghost of Molly McGee, and you had a good run. So yeah, we're gonna keep rewatching you though, and reviewing any clips that regarding the show, and yeah, we're not gonna forget you, just like we did with other shows.